New reaction to the Colorado terror attack, where a man lit a pro-Israeli marchers on fire, including 12 people, including a survivor from the Holocaust. Congresswoman AOC saying, quote, anti-Semitism is on the rise here at home, and we have a moral responsibility to confront and stop it everywhere it exists. Really? Kevin Youkilis is calling out AOC, saying, quote, Jews are targeted with violence, and it's the same virtue signal post time again. What have you done to confront those calling for intifada in New York City? World Series champion, former hitting coach for the Team Israel in 2023 World Baseball Classic, Kevin Youkilis joins us now. Kevin, I was surprised to see you go directly at AOC, but you're 100% right. She's been invisible for the last 2 years since the October 7th attacks. That bothers you clearly.
Yeah, I try to stay out of the political things and try to stay away from it as much as possible. Being a figure where your name's out there, things get a little out of control. So I try to stick to what I know best. And a lot of that is baseball and just owning a small business now and being in the craft beer world. But for me, I've been following online a little bit of what people are saying, how they're going about it. And I think we're just at a point now where the Jewish people are just tired. We're tired of having to deal with so much hatred. We're tired, and the one thing that I've seen is just a lot of Jewish people are scared. I've seen a lot of people talk to a lot of people about what they're doing on their own. Even people becoming gun owners that probably never would have been gun owners a long time ago and were anti-guns. But for me, and what I've seen in the rhetoric, it's just. Globalized intifada is a triggering word for a lot of Jewish people and for Israelis. For people that don't know about the intifadas and do the research on it, it's not even just about Jewish people. Intifadas create chaos and create a lot of destruction on both sides of the fight. And when we hear this rhetoric and it's pushed out in our universities and on the streets, it just has to stop. It brings a lot of fear. Right. It stokes the violence, and unfortunately, we're just in a really tough time right now. And the one thing about what I've learned as being Jewish is, in the Israeli national anthem is Hatikva. It's the hope. We always live for the hope of a better day, and there will be a better day. It's just right now we're in some tough times. Right.
You're going to finish off Hamas, and things will begin to get better, like you did, like the Israelis did with Israel, and then sooner or later we got to deal with Iran. And people realize that Israel is the salvation, they're not the problem. The anti-Semitic attacks in New York City, I know being for a Boston guy, you're not used to being embraced in New York City anyway, but that's in a fun way. You're talking about 74 attacks between January and March of this year, 350 in 2024, 160 October 7th in 2023. So they're only going up. Kevin, what would it do for a Democrat like Schumer, Jewish American, to be aggressively against this? For AOC, with her high profile, way to the left, aggressively against it. And you brought up Richie Torres, a Democrat from New York, who is aggressively against, pushing back against the anti-Semitic actions.
Yeah, Richie Torres has been fabulous in the way he has spoken out. And I think that's what most should follow. This isn't a political issue. This is in AOC's post, it says a moral issue. We are dealing with a moral issue right now and what kind of country we want to live in. And the United States of America is home to a lot of Jewish families because a lot of Jewish families left persecution and leaving the Holocaust. And my family came from Romania, luckily before the Holocaust, but they were being persecuted across Europe and came to the United States for a better tomorrow. And I think right now, as Jewish, individuals here in America that have heard the stories of our ancestors, that have heard the atrocities that they went through, we thought we were past a lot of this. Growing up, I felt a lot safer. But what I'm starting to realize and see as an adult, my kids went to a JCC, and there's armed security guards at JCCs, synagogues, just all kinds of schools. And the death threats that keep happening around it's just awful. And I think the one thing for us and what we're looking for is just leadership. First Amendment rights are First Amendment rights, and I'm a firm believer in that as an American and a proud American. But we also have to have our leadership that can decipher between what is hate and how people are going to build upon it. These stories, and I look out and I read a lot. I try to go out there and educate myself. But we also have an issue with journalistic intent. We are a society that is really big on headline reading right now. And we just saw a false narrative being pushed on CNN, BBC, and the New York Times about the aid station in Israel. And that is hard because we are at a boiling point in our society where people might act upon that. And we have to be better. And we have to be a better society here in America.
And they pointed out erroneously that the IDF was opening up at people looking to get aid, and they weren't. They reported it as if it's fact, and it wasn't. In fact, there's video of Hamas shooting Palestinians to keep them from getting that aid. So it's important to get it right. Kevin Youkilis, thanks for what you do. Hopefully you continue to speak out.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.